Why do we cook bacon but bake cookies? Deep shower thoughts. A compilation. Life is like one long game of Simon Says, but nobody ever wins and Simon keeps changing the rules. If our knees bent the other way, what would chairs look like? And would we sit backward? Sleep is just a free trial of death, with the option to subscribe for another day. If money doesn't grow on trees, why do banks have branches? If Cinderella's shoe fit perfectly, why did it fall off in the first place? Why do we call it fasting when time seems to slow down dramatically when we're hungry? Being an adult is basically just saying no to all the fun things you wanted to do as a kid because you have to pay bills. The only time incorrectly isn't spelled incorrectly is when it's spelled incorrectly. Why do we press harder on the remote control when we know the batteries are dead? What happens to the car if you press the brake and the accelerator at the same time? Does it take a screenshot? If your shirt isn't tucked into your pants, are your pants tucked into your shirt? When you clean a vacuum cleaner, aren't you the vacuum cleaner? Why is it called a building when it's already built? If we're not supposed to eat late at night, why is there a light in the fridge? If ignorance is bliss, then why aren't more people happy? Why do we call them fingers if they don't actually fing? Shouldn't they be called feels? If you try to fail and succeed, which one did you actually do? If two vegans get into an argument, is it still considered a beef? If the plural of tooth is teeth, shouldn't the plural of booth be beeth? Life is just a series of moments where we pretend to know what we're doing until we realize nobody actually does. If ghosts can walk through walls, why don't they fall through the floor? Mosquitoes are basically just tiny vampires. Why do we park in driveways and drive on parkways? We spend the first part of our lives wishing we were older, and the rest wishing we were younger. If you drop soap on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty? Why do we say heads up when we really mean duck? If you buy a bigger bed, you're left with more bedroom but less bedroom. If life is unfair to everyone, does that mean life is actually fair? Being down for something and being up for something mean the same thing. Why aren't iPhone chargers just called apple juice? If you think about it, the word bed actually looks like a bed. The smell of freshly cut grass is actually a plant distress call. Why do we call it rush hour when the traffic moves slowly? If we have watermelon, shouldn't we also have fire melon, earth melon, and air melon? Then they would be called the LM-melons. If time is money, then is an ATM a time machine? If laughter is the best medicine, why do we say dying of laughter? If you're waiting for the waiter at a restaurant, doesn't that make you the waiter? What happens if you get scared half to death twice? If you work as security at a Samsung store, does that make you a guardian of the galaxy? Why are deliveries on a ship called cargo, but in a car, it's called a shipment? The blinks of your eyes get removed from your memory. If you weigh 99 pounds and eat a pound of nachos, are you 1% nacho? Nothing is ever really on fire. Instead, fire is on things. When you're born deaf, what language do you think in? If Apple made a car, would it still have windows? Why is the pizza box a square if the pizza is a circle and the slice is a triangle? If you get out of the shower clean, how does your towel get dirty? Do clothes in China just say, made down the road? If you're invisible and you close your eyes, can you see through your eyelids? Consider watching more videos if you like this one, and please subscribe to support this channel.